there, guys.
What's up, y'all?
I am Melissa, this is Jesse, and we are Adventure Endeavor.
Right there, it's right there.
Right
up
there.
Front and center. So we were on a little afternoon walk like we like to do to break up the day, like a lunchtime walk. We decided to grab the camera, and we had been kind of compiling a list of very common questions that we get about this lifestyle, about RVing, and we decided we would answer them and put them all into one video.
Yes, these are in no particular order, but these are all questions that we get often about full-time RV travel and living.
So before we get started, make sure you subscribe, and at the end, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button.
Question number 1.
Numero uno.
Why did we choose to live in an RV? Well, we chose to live in an RV because it is on wheels. It's a home on wheels, basically. We didn't choose it particularly for us because we felt like we would save money, per se.
Yeah.
We are doing this because we wanted to travel, and we found that this would probably be the most sustainable long-term way to travel and live on the road.
Yeah, a lot of people do this lifestyle to save money. That was not really something we took into consideration. We mostly knew that we wanted to see the country and see it at our own pace.
Yeah, there is quite a few people out there that do the full-time RV stationary lifestyle, or they travel part-time, or they move every few years. But for us, we are doing this because we wanted to travel first and foremost. Alright, second question is, what do we do for work while we are traveling full-time? Well, I am a project coordinator, and I have been doing this same job for the past 5 years. I actually recently just switched jobs, and that is what mostly funds our travels and our lifestyle. Since we hit the road, Jesse quit his job in the studios in LA, and he has been managing our YouTube channel and all of our social media ever since we hit the road. In addition to that, Jesse also manages everything that we need to take care of on the rig. He's very handy, and so, you know, he's always driving, he's always fixing anything that breaks. Super, super fortunate that I married someone that is so handy and good at fixing things. Second part of that question is, where in the rig do we work? Well, you know, if I had my laptop, I could just sit out here and be like, and I work out here, but that's not really what we do. We work in our toy box. So we actually have a toy hauler specifically because it has a separate toy box with a door, and we converted that basically into our office space. So we each have a desk in there, and it also doubles as our workout space. So it's just really nice to be able to go in there and work and have our office set up and everything. And I've got like this nice ergonomic chair and this fancy stand desk conversion thing, which we did another video about, and we will put that link up here for you to check out if you're interested. But it's really, really nice at the end of every day to be able to close the door or close the curtain that we put up, and just sort of shut down the workspace at the end of the day, and then spend the evening relaxing in our living room.
Another question we get often is, how do you choose the right RV? Well, it's almost impossible. You might be wondering why I'm sitting here in this ditch, and that's because we might be ditching our RV. This is our second rig within 2 years, and we still always contemplate ourselves going here, going there, looking at different rigs, this and that, and so that's the answer. There's no correct RV, and we get asked that quite often.
And we are constantly thinking of switching. Right now we're contemplating going small, but you know, maybe a year or two down the line, we might go big again. We really have no idea.
Don't worry, babe. I'll never ditch you. Next question.
How do we get mail on the road?
We don't!
No, we don't get any mail on the road.
So we actually are really bad with this. We just forward it to my parents' house, and then if there's anything important, my mom sends it to us or opens it for us.
Yeah.
Or
she sometimes takes a picture and sends it to us, or you know, after every so often she'll send us a package. But to be honest with you, we only get mail like maybe once a month.
Yeah, so we really try to go paperless with most items. But what a lot of people do is they get a mail service, obviously obviously popular states for domiciling are Texas, South Dakota, and Florida, and they all have options that are available, so you can have your mail forwarded or sent to you when you would like. You can have it scanned, similar to what my mom does, basically.
Yeah, there are various mail forwarding services available. Escapees offers a great one. There's a couple other companies. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but you can always do just a Google search for mail forwarding service, or some people I know do PO boxes in certain places. It really all depends on what works for your needs, but I do know quite a few people that just have it forwarded to a family member's house like we do.
Yeah, not the best.
Yeah.
After almost 2 years on the road, I feel like we should get that sorted.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll make that a priority one day.
I don't really want to burden your mom with our mail anymore. Next question is, how fast do we travel? Well, when we're with friends, we can comfortably stay in a spot for 14 days. The longest we've ever stayed in one spot is 17 days. But we boondock 99% of the time, so we pretty much have to move every 14 days, if not faster. When we are by ourselves, we found that 7 to 10 days, depending on the spot, is kind of perfect for us. This spot we're in particularly now, there's really not much around, not much to do of anything. I mean, we've got a beautiful waterfront view of the Colorado River, but there's really nothing here. So after 5 days, I think we've decided that we are moving tomorrow. Babe, why are you running away from me? Why are you doing that? Come back.
I'm running away from you because I'm sick of you.
It's not the best.
That is our next question. Do we get sick of each other? And to be honest, not really. That's why we got married. We're kind of best friends, and we really like spending time together. And I'm just up here for no reason in particular, because I like climbing stuff.
Just cause, you know, why not? I'll be honest with you guys, our first 6 months on the road, we definitely got sick of each other. But you know what? That forced closeness in a small space actually made us work through a lot of our issues, like communication. And I mean, not that we were having that many issues to begin with, but point is, we forced ourselves into this situation, and it really just made us stronger as a couple. And then this guy is just being, I don't know, what are you doing?
Dancing.
Oh my gosh.
Well guys, you're probably wondering what I'm doing up here. And the truth is, absolutely nothing. But the next question is, what is the best thing about this lifestyle, about full-time RV living? And it would have to be the adventure, the great outdoors, all the things we see. Obviously there's a lot of pros when it comes to that category, but you know, there's stuff that is not fun also. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
The next question, is it difficult to RV with pets? Yes, and also no, because it is a lot easier to travel by RV with a pet than it is to just do, like, let's say regular tent camping. Or, you know, obviously traveling by a hotel is much more difficult with pets because you have to find a pet-friendly place to stay. But with an RV, you are basically fully self-contained, so you have a place to leave your pet, obviously permitting that the weather is, you know, mild enough to leave your pet for however long. But it definitely is a lot easier than traveling just by a car. The temperature inside of an RV stays more mild than the inside of a vehicle. So if we're just comparing car travel to RV travel, I would definitely say the RV travel is easier with pets. That said, generally speaking, you know, there can be some challenges to traveling with pets. Some areas you go may not be pet friendly, and you definitely have to be mindful of the weather. But by and large, we found it to be pretty awesome because we can spend an extra amount of time with our pets, and they enjoy it as well. They get to smell new things all the time, they get to go on new walks and new places, and they just get to travel with us and be with us all the time, which we love, and so do they.
Another common question we get, which I feel is very strange, is do we cook in the RV? Yeah, we gotta eat, guys. I mean, cook in the RV, cook outside of the RV with our smoker. I mean, Melissa and I rarely eat out, so we're doing a lot of cooking. So yes, we cook in and out and around the RV. So one more very common question we get is, do we poop in the RV?
What?
Yes, of course we poop in the RV, and we use the shower. A lot of RVers stay at RV parks or campgrounds and they don't use their shower for some reason. People turn them into closets. People put kitty litter boxes in there. For us, we use our bathroom, our toilet, just like a normal house. So you got nothing to worry about there.
We don't like using public showers or restrooms.
It's kind of dirty. All right, guys, so those are just some common questions that we get from y'all all the time. And we thought we'd just throw this together. This is something we might do a little more often. So if you guys have any more questions, put them in the comments and we will start to make another list and we'll do another video on it, because I think that this lifestyle is interesting. I think a lot of people want to know certain details, and you might not get that from videos that are out there, but if you get direct questions, we can answer them for you.
We've been living this lifestyle for almost 2 years now, so you know, we feel like we are relatively well versed at this point. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, again, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us on our adventure endeavor.